Right, good day once again, and this is another tutorial session to teach us how to upload our task. Previous tutorials we did a tour on the portal, so please, if you are not familiar or you don't understand how we got here, I would advise you watch the previous tutorials. We have broken down these tutorials into bits so that it won't be too much for us to watch at the time, and that's so that each tutorial will have a particular focus. So the focus of this is to teach us how to upload our task. As you can see, we have 25 tasks. We have completed nothing, and we don't have any recent submission. So to submit a task, to submit your portfolio, you just come to my task. We have 25 unattended tasks, and you will get to see a list of all tasks. All right, so these tasks have been grouped based on the sections we have in our master guide curriculum. You can see the first one is be baptized member, and the section is prerequisites. We see the due date, and you can see the status pending submission. Right, we have two options to view the task or to submit. Right, so we can see other tasks like that. This is the master guide card curriculum, right, and so the master guide record card, right, and you can see the prerequisite section. It should be, it's the same order, right, and then like that we have 5 requirements in that particular section, right. To check this also, we see we have 5, right. This is the last one in that section: complete required CMT basic staff training workshops, right. That's that. Then when you move down, you see you have another section: leadership, identity and growth, right, which says complete each of the following conference mission approved leadership training workshop, right. So see that it's pretty much the same thing, right. So if you're done with a particular task, it's not compulsory to submit in this order. You can just locate the task, right, and then you submit respectively. This page has a default of 10 items per page, right. So if what you are looking for is not here, you click on page 2, right. So which takes us to the next page, right. So you can see the first one is choose one of the following and record your progress, right. We can click on page 3 as well, right. So that's how we get to see everything, right. So you can also use this arrow key, right. So if I'm going back to page 1, another way is, since we are seeing a default of 10, you can click on this and choose to see 25, or you can just choose all, right. So if I want to see all, I just select all. Once I select all, I can see all. Let's click 25. So I think we'll just check that out. I'm not sure that is not responding, but for now we can use the page numbers. I'll use my system. I think it's my network. I'll try that again. Probably my network. And then let me increase the page number. Okay, I can see all now. Okay, I'm seeing 25. If I click on 5, yeah, so I can see 5 now, right. I can see 5, and you see the number of pages have increased, right. So let me try all again. Yeah, so this depends on your internet speed as well too, right. So we can see we are seeing everything now, right. So I just go back to 10, which is the default. All right, now it is important also to know that you can search at this point here, right. So you're looking for a particular honor, particular task that deals with honor, right? That deals with honors, and you are not sure, where it is, you can just search, right? So you see, it's bringing out only things that have honors, in their name, right? So we have 4 entries there, right? So you can make your search, baptize. So I have only one there, right? So you can search, right? That's one thing about this. Again, you can decide to filter. So this funnel icon here will filter, right? You want to see all your pending submission, right? You click on that pending. Definitely for now, all submissions are pending. If I want to see the ones that are maybe completed, right, you see, but for now we don't have any, right? So you can also filter based on that. To remove your filters, you can just click on this close icon here, right? So I remove all the filters at this point here, right? So how do I submit? Let's start with the first one, right? Once again, I think, so there are times you might see a requirement that is like this and it's not complete, right? You see these 3 dots. That's because we don't want it to go beyond a particular length, right? So you might not be able to see all that, and for you to see details of this, right, you can just click on view task, or just click on it directly, right? Let's click on view task. Maybe disable that. All right, so once I view a task, you can see I can see the full details of that particular task, right? I can see the full details of that particular task. I can close it, right, and I can view another one too. See, I can see the full details of that particular task. Right, so let's use this for example. It says for at least 1 year, be an active staff member in the Adventure Partner Club or teach a cyber school for these age groups. You see the section, right, under leadership, identity, and growth. You see number of days left, 14 days. Now, for each of these tasks, we have what we call task details, right? And it's important for us to read the task details and also the instruction. It says to fulfill these requirements, you will need to engage in practicing in practical ministry, right, and so on. Because of our time, I won't read everything, right? So you see what we're expected to do, right, and then you can see the instruction here, right? Document the awards or honors you thought, include the titles, date, evidence of completion for each adventure award or honor, letter of confirmation from youth leader and the pastor or first leader will be acceptable here, right? So for this kind of requirements now, you need the letter, and some documentation. The letter we get will require a signature, and that was why we talked about in previous tutorial how to sign a PDF document, right? The evaluation criteria is important, right? You see, so for now, all tasks have the same evaluation criteria. So each task is graded 10 points. Has a possible maximum of 10 points, right? So content quality, right? That means the reviewers will be looking at the quality in terms of accuracy, relevance, and depth of content provided. Completeness, right? Timeliness is 1 point. So these are total points. Organization and structure, 2 points. Presentation and format, 2 points, right? So total makes up 10 points. The assignment information, you see the due date is here. The maximum score is 10 points. If you are ready to submit, use the submit button in the task page to upload your work, right? So that is how we can see the details of what we're about to do, right? I'll close this. It is important for us to look at the details of what we're about to submit, right? So let's look at it now. Be a baptized member. This is quite short. So view task, and you can see the details here. The description says upload baptismal certificate, right? And instruction simply says to upload your baptismal certificate in PDF, right? So this just means you have your baptismal certificate. You can either scan it, right, and convert it to PDF using I Love PDF, right? If you have the PDF format, just simply upload it. For this, these are special requirements, right? So in terms of completeness, timeliness, just leave that to the reviewers. They know what to do, right? So you just upload your work, right? And that's that. So I can close this, right? And then when I'm ready to submit, I click on the submit button. Yeah. So please note all this depends on the speed of your network, so don't be anxious. Right, so I'll click on browse. I'm going to use my card, record card as my certificate in this case. So it takes time to upload, and you can see the percentage there. Right, so please make sure it is green. Right, while it's uploading, if your network is not fast or if your document is large, it might take a while. Right, so just make sure it shows green and then upload completed. If you have additional notes, right, you can, to the reviewer, you can add it. Please, this is the detailed report. So you can add whatever you want to add here, right? Then you click on the next button because we need to confirm. We don't want to hear I made a mistake and this. So click on the next button. It's very important. If you don't do that, you won't be able to submit. So click I confirm. That I want to submit this assignment. Right? Don't mind the word assignment. So just check that. Right? If you have made a mistake, you can click on the back button to go and then change. So if I want to change my submission, I just close that. I cancel that. And then you can click on browse and then re-upload whatever you want to upload. Right? You wait for it to load. All right, so upload complete. If you want to change your notes, you can change your notes here. Click on next. All right, I confirm, and then I click on submit. All right, so once you have submitted, right, we're fine. All right, once you have submitted, we're fine. So we can see now that the status of our submission has changed to pending review. Right, you can view your submission. Right, you can view the file name and other things. You can download the file. Right, so you can download to see what you have submitted. Right, it shows this is what I submitted. If that is it, fine. If that was a mistake, you can come back here, you close it, you can resubmit. So you have the opportunity to resubmit until the deadline. Right, you have the opportunity to resubmit until the deadline. Right, so I can just select another file now. Right, and then I add my notes and then follow the same process, but I'm going to cancel this. Right, I'm going to cancel this. Okay, so you can resubmit until the deadline. Right, so let's try to submit another one. Just submit 2 items. If you don't want to add any notes, like the participant certificate, you can just leave it. It's not compulsory you add any notes. I have it there. Let me go back. So it's not compulsory you add a note. And if you don't have anything to add, just leave it here. It's just for special cases, or you want to inform the reviewer about something important, about your submission. Right, so that's about that. Right, I can click on the view task again. Right, so nothing much will change. It's just going to show me the date, the maximum score, and then the date and time when I submitted this. I can download my submission, right, and I can close it. All right, so let's check our dashboard and see what we have there. Okay, so it shows us completed task 2. It's showing completed because you have submitted. Right, so you have submitted that task, and you can see it here. 31 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago. Right, status pending review. Right, and that's that about that. Right, so once you submit, whatever you submit disappears from this upcoming deadlines because you have met the deadline. Right, and you can see your task now shows 23 instead of 25. Right, so that is how to submit your document, right, on the portal. Thank you.